welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe, and if you're just coming back to watch another video of mine, then thank you. You're probably wondering what this is in my hand. I'll get to that in a minute. But let's just start off by saying I know I look a mess, and I've got to the point where I don't really care. It's been really hot all day and like sticky hot, like humid outside, and I've been sweating, and I never sweat. My hair's greasy. I've just thrown these comfy clothes on and I'm just chilling, and I'm going to film this video. So I'm drinking. It looks so disgusting. I just had a rhubarb. What was it? A rhubarb crumble gin with lemonade, and I'm having a lemon drizzle cake gin with lemonade. So yeah, it looks dang, but in fact I haven't tried it yet. Let me just try it. Very nice. Lipstick on it. So today's video is going to be me giving you advice. So it sounds really stupid, but one thing I want to do and one thing that I aspire to do is with my YouTube channel is to help others. And if this video can help anyone, then that's really good. Like, I'll be happy, even if it's just one person. And I did put a poll on my Instagram story and Facebook and stuff, and a few people let me know some topics or situations they've been in that they want advice on. So I'm just gonna basically reply to what people have asked me for advice on, or what people have asked me in the past, and yeah, just hopefully give you some helpful tips. I know it's Tipsy, our advice Tipsy edition, but I'm not, well, I won't say I'm tipsy just yet. I've got 2 more glasses to drink, so we'll see. But I wrote my advice down sober, so that should be alright. So, I've got my little thing again. It's on the back of it, a little thing. It's results day in 2 days, and just right on the back of old work, long and easy on math. So yeah, I've written it down, so if you keep seeing me look down here, then it's just to jog my memory and make sure I get my points across that I want to talk about. So, the first topic that I'm going to give advice on is starting a YouTube channel. So I've had quite a few people message me saying like, either I can't believe that you've had the confidence to do this and start YouTube, like things like that, saying they're happy for me. But I've also had people messaging me saying like, how have you had the confidence to start a YouTube channel? Like, I want to start one. Like, how have you built up your confidence and just started one, just out of the blue, sort of thing. So I thought it'd be a good idea to start with this and to basically give advice on how to start a YouTube channel. So I think I've talked about it before, I don't know if I have, but when I was younger I used to love making videos, I always have done. Then I went through about a 7-year part of my life where I was really low in confidence and would never in a million years imagine myself to be posting videos of myself, especially looking like a mess like this, with greasy hair and everything. But yeah, here I am, so I feel like I can give a bit of advice on this. So my first sort of thing I'm going to say about starting YouTube is, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So start when you're not ready. Like, I wanted to do it for like, I say properly, I really thought like, yeah, I really want to do YouTube for about 2 years now, since like my confidence went down. And I've just been thinking about it, and one day I was just like, why aren't you doing it? Like, just do it. It was always on my mind. I just felt, well, it's a sign, like, obviously it's something I want to do, it's something I enjoy doing, and yeah, why would I not do it? What, because I'm bothered about what other people are going to say? At the end of the day, it's my life, and if I hold what I want to do in my life back because of what I think other people might say, then what's the point? Do you know what I mean? Like yeah, people probably are saying things about me for posting videos and judging my videos, but you know what? They're talking behind your back for a reason, because they're behind you in life. I'm not bothered about anyone else's life. I don't bitch about people. I don't say this and that about people. Like, people are so judgmental these days in society, and I'm quite distant from people, I've talked about before, because of that reason. Cause, like, people say things about you, and most of the time they never say it to you, they say it behind your back. So you're not going to hear what they're saying anyway, so why bother what they might be saying? And whatever they're saying, they're bothered about your life. They're entertained by your life. They care about what you're doing. Or they're just reflecting their own self-hate onto you. So, yeah. Another thing is about starting a YouTube channel is you learn as you go along. So obviously, like I said, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So start when you're not ready, because that's the best time to start, because you'll be like, oh, I like doing this, or you'll learn like sort of how to start filming or how to start editing, or just make a few little videos for yourself and just edit them and think, oh yeah, I'm getting better at this now, so I might start posting some videos soon. Because that's what I did. I did like 5 videos before I even posted one. Obviously I am posting them 5 videos because I just didn't like them, but just practice like that, or practice filming yourself and watching it back, because if I'm honest with you, I cringe at myself so much. Like, I can't watch my videos back. But I'll watch them when I'm editing, and then before I post it, then I'll post and I won't watch it again, because they just make me cringe. I'm a bit better now. I can watch some videos now, because I like to check, like, I forget what I've like posted, so sometimes I do check my videos. But sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I can't hear my voice back and stuff like that. But yeah, you'll learn, you know, how to edit videos, how to get the camera lighting alright. Like, even I still need to learn stuff like that. But yeah, it's all a lesson. Life is a lesson, and if it's something you enjoy, then why not do it? Do you know what I mean? Another thing is, don't just start YouTube thinking, in life obviously you set goals, and when you start a YouTube channel, don't start thinking, oh, I want to start YouTube so I can earn what this YouTuber earns, because they've got loads of money, I can see this lifestyle they have, and that's the only reason I want to do YouTube, because you won't enjoy it. If you'll be making videos and you're like, oh, why am I not getting paid, like, it's taking too long, I don't want to do it, like, and it'll affect your mental health, it'll make you feel down about yourself, yeah, that's not a good thing to do. Only start a YouTube video if you are genuinely passionate. Can't get my teeth in. Only start a YouTube video if you are genuinely passionate about making videos. It's something you really do want to do and enjoy doing. Cause it's not just filming a video and posting it. Like, well, most of the time, you film a video, you've got to edit, you've got to wait for it to load, then you've got to post it, and you've got to think of a description box, you've got to think of your tags, your thumbnail, and then if you get, some people start getting brands messaging them, you need to know who to work with and who you shouldn't be working with. Like, I get people messaging me all the time saying, oh, DM to collab or something, or stuff like that, and I'm just, if I message them, all it'll be is, oh, we've got a code for you to use, and then we've got a code for your followers. I'm just like, no, I'm not buying your product. If you want me to promote your product, you send it to me. And you just need to know, like, stuff like that, and do a bit of research when you start getting brands messaging you. Another thing is, obviously, the confidence part. If I'm honest, when I first posted my YouTube video, I wasn't confident, but I just posted it. I feel like life's all about taking risks, and posting my first ever video was a risk for me in a way, because I was like, oh, what are people going to say about me? And now I just don't care. And you see, like, I wasn't ready to start, and I started, I just threw myself in at the deep end. Well, in my brain, that was like really scary for me to do. I did it, and now I'm just like, why am I so scared? And I'm posting videos looking a mess like this, just sat on my bed giving advice to people. So yeah, you do grow, your confidence grows with it, and it just comes naturally. I hope that's okay advice. So the next topic, it sort of merges into the starting YouTube, but it does at the same time. I have talked about this in my high school experience video, but I'm just going to briefly touch on it now as well. So someone asked me about advice on self-confidence. So I could talk about this all day, honestly. I don't know where to start. I feel like confidence is a very, like, like a thrown about term. Like, people think confidence is feeling beautiful in your own skin, accepting yourself for who you are, and believing in yourself, and, you know, stuff like that. I say a person who has low self-confidence, which is what I used to have. Like, they don't think they're worth anything. They let other people validate if they're worthy or not. Yeah, so I'd say self-confidence, you need to accept yourself. Accepting yourself is the main part of self-confidence. Like, I think it started, like, I was in America when my self-confidence sort of started growing. I started getting into like taking pictures and stuff, and I was like, oh, I quite like doing this. I was like, if this is something I want to do, I'm going to have to grow my self-confidence. And it's like, I want to do this, but to do this I've got to be confident. And I feel like to live happily you've got to be confident within yourself. So initially it was like a bit of a career thing for me, like what I want to do in the future, I need to be confident. So but to live happily you need to be confident, because if you're not confident with yourself, you're not going to live happily all the time, you're just not. You also need to realise that everyone has imperfections. What you see on social media are only highlights of people's lives. Yeah, people have started now posting things of like the down days, and it's helping people, and posting like imperfections and stuff like that, which I actually really want to start posting. I just haven't got around to it yet. But yeah, I'm going to do a whole video on accepting imperfections and stuff like that, because I like to really touchy subject with girls, and not just girls but especially girls. Obviously I can't give my experience on men because I'm not a man. But yeah, to be self-confident you need to realise, like, just realise how good you are, like that you're a kind person, you're a smiley person, you're a bubbly person. And if you feel like you're doing too much for others and they're not giving anything back, if that makes sense. I don't want to say something direct because it might offend some people, you know what I mean? But just don't give too much of yourself to people, and you know, it needs to be sort of, obviously sometimes people, like, say if someone has say you have a friend with a mental health issue, you're helping them, you're trying to be there for them, they're not going to give you, it's not going to be a 50-50 relationship, it's going to be a 90-10 some days, do you know what I mean? But if you feel like you're giving your all to someone, trying to help them, or you're being there for them, and they don't value you as a person, then that can really affect your self-confidence, because it makes you think, well, I'm doing all this for someone and they don't even care. It makes you think, well, am I a shit friend, or do you know, stuff like that. So that's one thing, like, cut people out of your life that make you feel bad about yourself. And yeah, with social media, I keep doing this. With social media, trends are changing all the time. A couple of years ago it was fashionable to be skinny. Now it's fashionable to be thick and curvy. It used to be pretty to be pale, and now it's pretty to be tanned. Do you know, like, trends are always changing. If you are always trying to keep up with society's expectations and these trends, then it's impossible. You can't change your body type, you can't change your figure, you can't change your skin colour, you can't change the type of hair you have. Do you know, like, so if you just need to not try and keep up with society, just keep up with yourself and love yourself. If you feel like you're struggling, you need to talk to people, and you need to, personally, I'm not going to lie, I didn't talk to people. I did a lot of self-work, I'm going to call it. Like, I distanced myself from people, and I spent a lot of time with myself, as in, I started like manifesting, I started just every night before I went to bed just thinking of what I want in life and how I'm going to get there, who I need to cut off to get there, how I need to act to get there, what I need to, you know, just stuff like that. And it just made me like realise, like, I need to spend a lot of time with myself and realise my self-worth and like ground myself, sort of thing. Instead of picking out the bad things about myself, or the bad things about myself that I thought was negative, realise the good things about yourself. But the main thing is just don't care what anyone thinks. And if you have to, look in the mirror and tell yourself, like, you're enough. Yeah, just, even if you have to talk to yourself, write things down and say, like, this sounds so cheesy, but it actually works. So, like, say if you want to believe in yourself, or you want to achieve something, you don't have the confidence to it, or if it's about appearance and you don't have the confidence in your appearance, like, just write down, I am beautiful every night. Just write it down and you will believe it, because everyone is beautiful in their own way. Like, I don't want to sound cringy, but everyone is, like, everyone has something about them that someone else probably wants. Do you know, like, say someone has a figure that you like, and you would die to have that body, but the girl that actually has that body don't even want that body, she wants this body type. Everyone always has something they hate about themselves. There's always going to be something you don't like, but no one's perfect. Not even drinking. So the next topic, I don't really want to talk about this, but I'm just gonna, cause yeah. So the next advice topic is how to have a lasting relationship. So I feel like I'm gonna be really judged for this, but obviously I don't care at all. No, obviously of course you can help people think and stuff sometimes, but yeah, I can only talk from my own experience when I'm giving advice. Like if loads of people watching this probably like, oh, you're 18, you're not going to know about how to have a lasting relationship, but they don't know me, they don't know my relationship. So I feel like society nowadays puts a lot of pressure on people to find the one before they're 23, get married, have babies, do you know what I mean? I know people are having babies further on in life, like in the 30s and 40s, but there is this expectation that you need to find this soulmate, you need to find your person, you need to find someone. So yeah, that can be really hard, and one thing I say is don't look for it, like it'll come when the time is right for you in your time span of your life, like it'll just come when it's meant to be, do you know what I mean? I feel like everything happens for a reason, so yeah, that's the first thing I'm going to say. I can only give advice on how to keep a lasting relationship in your youth, because the relationship I have now did start when I was quite young. I was 14, so yeah. So in a relationship, I feel like, especially when you're young, so obviously my relationship started when I was 14, well, me and Jemima started talking when I was 14, 2015, so what was that? Yeah, I think I was 14. But it was 5 years ago, so that can't be right. Oh yeah, but I'm 19 this year. Yeah, so that's right. God. Right, so yeah, we're young. We were so young, we don't even know what, at that age, we didn't know what love was, we didn't know what, you know, we were just naive and, yeah, well, not so much him, but me. Like when you're younger, it's just like, oh, you just meet up and stuff like that. When me and Jemima first met up, like, we never used to, like, we'd go meet each other, but we wouldn't, like, talk to each other, we'd just be with our friends and be really awkward. So, when you're young, people are going to make mistakes, you don't know what a relationship is, you don't know what the commitments are, you don't, and when you're not in love, like, obviously when we were 14, we weren't in love yet. Yeah, you don't really know the ins and outs of a relationship. You know what's right and wrong, but you're young, you know, and you've got to experience, to get in a relationship that you've got to experience, like, life, and you're curious, I'm going to say. So yeah, you're young, you're learning, you're growing older, and from when we started, like, talking to, like, now, we've gone through all the high school, I've finished college, like, that's, like, major periods in your life, and you go through so many changes in that. In the period we've been together, we've both gone through so many changes, physically, mentally, like, life changes. I feel like you just need, I feel like how to have a lasting relationship is, you need to know, like, you just get a gut feeling, you know, like, you're meant to be with this person, and that's how it lasts, because anything that happens in a relationship, you know, like, you can work through it. Communication is a big thing. We struggled with that, but yeah, communication is a massive thing. Like, if you ever have an issue, talk about it. Even if it turns to an argument, talk about it. You need to learn how to understand each other, and, like, say they do something that annoys you, you need to understand why they're doing that. So you need to get to know the person, like, really, really well. Trust each other, and just talk about things together, spend time together, but also give each other space, because if you're just with each other all the time, it's going to be too much. It is for anyone, even though you might think, oh, don't want them to leave me. Space is good. Obviously when we're young, we all make mistakes, and some mistakes have to be forgiven when you have this gut feeling. And if you learn from the mistakes, then yeah. If you don't learn from the mistakes, then it's not meant to be, and the relationship shouldn't continue. But if people learn from mistakes that they make in a relationship, you need to learn to forgive, especially when you're so young. Now, people are going to say that's a toxic relationship if they make a mistake and you forgive them. No, it's not, because you're young, people make mistakes, and you have to forgive. And we're way better than we used to be. Like, we've been together 3 years without breaking up. That sounds so bad, but we were young, so we had broke up, then got back together, then broke up, then got back together, which can happen. But yeah, we've been together nearly 3 years without breaking up now. Yeah, you need to forgive. People are going to say it's going to be like toxic, but that's toxic, forgiving people that have hurt you. But no, it's not, in a way, because yeah, if it's repeated, it's all the time. So if someone keeps doing something, you keep telling them that something is hurting your feelings, and they keep doing it, then yeah, they don't care about you, they don't love you. That relationship shouldn't last. It's not healthy. But like I said, that gut feeling you get, like when you love someone, you get like a gut feeling, like you know you need to try and work through a relationship. And when you're struggling through hard times, you don't just think, oh, I can't bother with this, I can't bother to sort this out, I'm just going to break up with him. Like, instead of thinking why the reason you should break up, think of the reasons why you love each other, and yeah, you should be able to work through things. I don't know if I explained that very well. I feel a bit lightheaded now because of that drink, and I'm just real hot in here. What, 2 more topics to give my advice on. Just going to quickly down this. Parma Violet Gin. Oh, that looks so nice and purple. I've said before, but on my channel I want to be super real with people. Like, I know people who do YouTube, they get glammed up for every video, and I don't want it to be like that because I'm not like that. So I just want to be like real, and yeah, that's why I look like a mess. Cause I'm just being real with you. Like, it's how I look right now, and I'm prepared to wash my hair and do it all just for a YouTube video. So let's start on the next topic. So the next topic is saving money. So I pride myself on saving money, if I'm honest. Like, I feel like I'm rubbish at saving now just because I've had to delve into my savings for my house, for my apartment I mean, the last few months. So I feel like I'm like, oh, I've got no savings now, I've had to delve into them, and I just want that money to stay there. But obviously your savings, they're for something, so obviously I'm going to start saving again. But yeah, I am quite good at saving when I put my mind to it. So my first advice on saving money is set a goal. So I feel like you should start saving money whenever you can, as young as you can. Like, if I knew about things I know now when I was 14, I would start saving money then. Set a goal. Even though you're young, start as young as you can saving money. Even if it's £10 a week, you know, like, just save something away. Because you never know when you'll need it. So set a goal. Even if you're like young, you're like, oh, I'm going to go out, I'm going to do this, I'm going to spend money on that, I'm going to spend money on this. Think about what you're going to save it for. Think about your future. Think about what type of life you want, and sort of envision the sort of life you want, and then think, oh, I need to save this amount of money by this time in my life because I want to buy this property, or I want to buy this car, or I want to invest in my own business, or just stuff like that. So yeah, set a goal of what you want to save for, because sometimes if you're just saving money, you don't know what you're going to do with it. It's a bit like, oh. But then again, you don't need to set a goal because what's wrong with having money saved? Nothing. But yeah, my first advice if you struggle to save money is to set a goal. Obviously, open a savings account in your bank. So every month when I get paid, I budget what I need for the month, and the rest of the money, it all goes in my savings. And I don't touch it. I literally do not touch it. So yeah, don't be tempted to dive into your savings every now and then. Obviously, if you need a bit of money, like if you need it, then yeah, fair enough. So yeah, set a goal. If your goal's massive and you're saving money for, like, obviously I said envision your life that you want in your future and then save for that. So say your goal in life is to have a house worth about 450,000, just say. You've got to be realistic with yourself as well, so that's the first thing I'm going to say. And think of how many years, like, when you want to move out, like what set an age. And then think, okay, so to get to that, to be able to get a deposit for a house like that, how much do I have to save a year? Then how much do I have to save a month? And then how much can I save a week? And then you need to budget, and you need to be so tight on yourself. Like, I'm so strict that I'll be like, oh, to my friends, I'm like, oh, I'm so scared I can't go out. And I've got like quite a lot of money in my savings, and I've only got like 100 in my bank to last me, what, a week and a half. And I need that for petrol or shopping. So yeah, you've got to be really strict with yourself. Don't be strict to the point where you're unhappy, you isolate yourself from people, you're not doing anything at all. But be strict to the point where, you know, it's like someone asks you to go out for a meal when you've already been out for 2 that week. You're like, oh yeah, I'll come. Just be like, no, I can't. You're like, you can't come. Like, at the end of the day, it's your money. You work for that money. And if you're not getting enough money to be able to save away, find another job. It's so much easier said than done, but just trust me. Like, if it's not paying the bills, if it's not, do you know what I mean? If it's not working for you, if it's not helping you, get another job. And like, if you have a goal, if you have a goal that you're super passionate about, you'll be willing to work your ass off to get there. Like, I've moved into my house and it is a lot of money to run like an apartment. Bills, I've still got my car insurance, I've still got the rent, and I still want to treat myself, I still want to buy myself clothes and stuff like that. So yeah, you need to be strict. What were I saying then? Yeah, so to afford all these things, I've been working a lot of overtime at work, and I don't get miserable at work. I'm happy it works. I'm lucky to have a job that pays well, or pays me enough, and yeah, like, I'm lucky to, like, when you're at work, don't think work's miserable, because work is, it doesn't mean it's going to be a forever job, like just like a 9 to 5, but it's allowing you to save money away every month, it's allowing you to do this and that. And when you go to work, I'm like grateful. I go to work and I'm like, well, this is helping me pay for this is helping me save for my future. So yeah, think of it that way instead of the other way around, and just have a positive mindset about it, and be strict. Don't spend when you don't need to. Before you buy something that's quite expensive, think, do I really need this, or do I really need to go out with these people when I've already been out twice this week? Like, just think like that. This next one's very juicy. Well, look, tipsy, don't I? No, I do feel a bit fresh now, but we're going to continue because that's what the video is about. So, the final topic is, well, this was someone that replied to my poll. I think I put, let me know situations or topics you want advice on. So this person asked me what to do when you know someone's made a bitchy comment about you, but you can't say anything to the person, you can't confront them because of the person that's told you. So I think she means someone says something to her, but she can't confront them because the person that told her, it'd be obvious that she told her that she made a bitchy comment because she was the other person that she told. Yeah, if that makes sense. I don't know, but I think you know what she means. I'm going to start off by, why can't you confront them? Just because the person that told you is scared and don't want to be like, oh, the snitch, or oh, I've told this person what you said about them, this type of thing. It don't mean you can't confront them. At the end of the day, if what they said hurt your feelings, or what this person said about you, if it's a bitchy comment and they're your friend, then they shouldn't be your friend anymore. Like, they just shouldn't. You don't need people in your life like that are going to talk about you behind your back to your own friend, because it's clearly your friend that's told you that this person said that. Like, when you're around them, you're going to feel uncomfortable. When you're around them, you're going to know they've said this about you, and you're going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel like, oh, they're going to think, whatever they said about you, they're going to be thinking that right now. Just don't tolerate it. Like, you can confront them. I know if this person's your friend and they've told you what someone said about you, you don't want the person that's made the bitchy comment to say to them, oh, why have you told so-and-so? But at the same time, if they're your friend and they've told you what this person said about you, they're clearly your friend, and why should they be bothered about losing a friend that's been talking about you behind your back? Why should they be bothered, if they're your friend, about losing someone or falling out with someone, whatever you want to call it, because they've been talking about you behind your back? If people talk...
I'll wait till you do the blooper, because...
Why covering your facial?
I'm only going to cut that out.
If people are talking behind you about your back, they're only reflecting their own self-hate onto you. They're jealous of you. That is the number one reason why people talk about it. It's because they're jealous. And I never used to think that's what it is. They're jealous. say you, I know you, obviously I know you have quite like a positive like aura, is that what you want to call it, like a, yeah, you're very positive and like, you've got good energy, like a good vibe. And they're probably jealous because they don't have that, and they're like, oh, why is she so positive, or why is she so this or that, or why does she think she's this? What, because you've got self-confidence, they think that you're vain, or they think that you love yourself, or they think that you're trying to be someone that you're not. Well, sorry, but why has it got anything to do with them? Do you know what I mean? Confront them, please confront them. Like, if someone says something about me, I definitely confront them now. Or, you don't even need, or you can go the total opposite way and just don't say anything at all. Just completely cut that person off, distance yourself from them, and they'll get the idea. They'll know you know. So yeah, you don't need fake friends anyway, just cut them off, please, just cut them off. You don't even need to confront them. If you want to confront them, then do it, and you shouldn't care about what the person that told you thinks, because they're telling you for a reason, because they're your friend, and you shouldn't really be friends with that person anyway, because why are they talking behind your back? But yeah, you don't need, you want fake friends, do you want them? Like, why want them? You only need 1 or 2 good friends that you know you can trust and rely on, and that are going to talk behind your back, and they're going to support you, and yeah, support you and just be there for you, and be there for you. I'm just repeating myself, oh my god. I shouldn't have done these tips because I can't even talk. You don't need loads of friends. I just need to say this. A lot of people, well, girls my age, think you need this massive group of friends to be part of something. And I'm not going to say this. People with like a friendship group of about 10 people, I promise you, I swear on your life, someone in that group has said something very nasty about you. And I know it from experience. Yeah, just distance yourself from them. You don't have to say anything. If you want to, then do. But just completely distance yourself from them. Cut them off. You don't need them. And don't let whatever they've said about you, do not let it affect you, your life, your confidence, anything. Because what are they doing? Why? You've got to think to yourself, not what am I doing wrong? What are they doing wrong? Like, what have they done in their life? Or what are they not doing in their life that they're not happy about? They're just reflecting their self-hate on you, like I've just said. They don't like what you're doing because you're probably getting attention for something they're not. It's something like that, and it's just jealousy, that's all I can say. Especially the person that's told me, I just think it's jealousy, if I'm honest. Obviously I don't know what this person said about you. But yeah, I hope that helped. Please don't stay in a toxic friendship just because like you've been friends for this many years or anything like that. Yeah, I'm going to do some more of these videos because I actually like doing them. Maybe not Tipsy next time, but yeah. Please comment down below any video ideas you have and any more topics you'd like advice on, because I quite like doing these videos. And I feel like they could be quite helpful, well, could turn out to be quite helpful. Yeah, I'm not going to ramble on because I always do this. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll be back in a couple of days with my next video.